Up next, the Pelicans taking on the Grizzlies. For the New Orleans Pelicans, the chance to start the year right with a win on the road and give their fans, no matter where they are, something to cheer about. Grizzlies, Pelicans, up next, right after this. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here. On 2K Sports, with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Trey Murphy is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies, Wells is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Morant. Then it's Zach Edey. And it's Coward in at the shooting guard position. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Aldama with the ball. Covered by Williamson. 5 on the clock. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Murray, no good. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Coward. From 13, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Murray, the pass to Jones. Edey with the rebound.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
And here's Morant. Edey with a screen on Jones. Now here's Morant for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jones. Murray against Morant. Pulls from the top of the key. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside, Jones. Back to Murray. Williamson double team. Murray, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
And stolen by Murray. It doesn't go for him. Morant with some nice D.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Morant against Murray. And that one's good. Morant's got 5.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. 2 on the clock. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Jordan. The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Murray. And it's Williamson missing.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And another miss by Memphis. And Murray's got the ball here for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Williamson is screen on Morant. Murray, good.
Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
There's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 5.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And the dunk by Edie.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Morant against Murray. Jones sets the pick for Murray. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. They get it again. Williamson, no good with the layup. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Wells. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jordan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Ooh, hit him with the spin cycle. Everyone out there is a little dizzy by that move by Murray.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. From past the arc, DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Murray penetrating.
Murray with the ridiculous handle and quickness. He is so aggressive with that move.
Morant against Murray. Scooped up. Edie. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Now Murray. He has 6. Inside. Here's Wells. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Morant against Murray. To the inside. And Williamson throws it down.
Goodness. I mean, we feel those science dunks shake the floor.
And Craig, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Yeah, excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Pelicans trail by 5. Pass to Murray. Williamson, the screen to the middle. And Williamson throws it down.
Now, look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Edey. He has 6. Memphis moving it around. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Spears. Driving inside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The wide open look here for Spears. And a miss there on the triple.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pelicans trail by 7. Jerome with the steal. And Aldama has it in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Spears. Nothing on the board. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far. And the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Fears. Grizzlies making the shot. Misi's shot is good.
Smart move by the rookie Fears, passing it out of that pick and roll.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Memphis. Bay with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Fears. 6 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc. Fears has got it back down to within single digits for the Pelicans. Here's Clark. And foul on the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough.
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coach.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pelicans trail by 9. In the corner, Misi with it. Misses the 3. There's the lob to Jackson, an emphatic LU jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Grizzlies lead by 11. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of action. Basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
We've got Ty Jerome. T.G. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Jerome. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jerome's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Down low, Queen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Queen's got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Jerome. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Clark outside. Jackson passes to Spencer. Now Jerome takes a three, and the Grizzlies another three.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Fears, guarded by Jerome. Pass to Jones. And he drives in, and there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Scottie Pippen, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Memphis leading by 15. Pass to Jackson. And Jeremiah Fears gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now Morant, 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, Josh, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Richard the Dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
Drives to the hoop. Pierce's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's Morant. 7 points in the game. And finished off by Morant.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And so James Borrego decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. For New Orleans, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Yves Missi. Trey Murphy comes in for Herbert Jones. And Murray subbed in for Fears. Murray against Morant. Looking to end the run. And it's Murray with the jam.
Outstanding work in the pick and roll. Murray is just keeping things simple in these sets.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Morant outside. Pass to Wells. It's over Bay. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Morant. Wells has got 6 points.
give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Good work there as it goes. Coward's got his third basket of the night right there.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Murray surveying the D. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
He has no problem going in there with the big trees because Murray is focused on that possession.
Pass to Coward. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Murray dishes to Jordan. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Wells in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Grizzlies making a switch here. Edey's checked in. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out. I love what we're seeing out of Murray tonight. He knows he's got the hot hand calling his own number.
Pass to Coward. Edey with it. He's got 6. Now Morant. From about 19 feet. And Jones pulls it down.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Santi Aldama's checked in for G.G. Jackson. Memphis leading by 23. Here's Coward, and he converts the layup. Coward's got 9 points.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Murray against Morant. There's the pick. And Murray, here we go. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Morant finds Aldama. Now here's Wells. Now Aldama. Edey with a screen on Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Morant passes to Aldama. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Murray against Morant. For the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aldama's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Memphis moving that ball around to the paint. It's tipped. Clock at 6. Murray against Morant. Murray outside. To the inside. Williamson uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 6 points for Zion Williamson.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Over to the wing. Here's Coward. 9 points in the game so far. Up top, Morant. He's covered by Murray. Morant's with the bucket. Now here's Murray. 14 points for him. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Murray. Williamson with the screen for Murray. And the dunk by Williamson.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And this Grizzlies organization. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now.
The previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Slow motion replay. Timeout. You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Moran finds well. Here's Coward. Edey with it. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldama. Messi grabs the rebound.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Here's Murray. It's sent back by Edey. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. And Murray's got the ball here for the Pelicans. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Here's Coward. He's got 9. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Murray penetrating. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Morant.
Going downhill, don't give Murray a chance to get going because let's just say you're not going to slow him down.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility over there.
And it's Morant missing. Pelicans trail by 20. Inside. And there's Murray on the assist by Jones. Murray's got 17.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
The Pelicans shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Williamson is screen on Morant. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
From 3 points per game as a rookie to a night like tonight, Murray has molded himself into a primary scorer in this league.
Morant outside. Pass to Aldama. Right wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. Bank shot, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And Messi throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Murray against Morant. For Murray. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Becoming a more consistent offensive weapon, Murray finding ways to contribute.
For New Orleans, they have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Jerome. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome, everybody. It was a big first half for Ja Morant, and we've come to expect this. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And talking now about the game at hand, Ja Morant, certainly the focal point of that first half.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Pelicans trail by 13. Set into 4 now for the Pelicans. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Wells, defended by Jones. Here's Edey. 3 on the clock. 3-pointer. He can't hit that time.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Murray against Morant. Jordan with a screen on Morant. Here's Murray. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Murray's got 22 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes Ja Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Jordan with a screen on Morant. Murray against Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
The Pelicans have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
First free throw is good.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jerome is checked in, and so Murray nails both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Coward. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Aldama.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change direction and close out on shooters.
Here's Jerome. Sweet little floater. Jerome's got 9 points.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Jerome against Murray. Williamson a screen on Jerome. Murray the pass to Williams. Oh, what a slam!
Oh my!
What a slam!
Superb execution in the screen and roll. Murray cutting the pass right through the defense.
Edey finds Jerome. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Jerome against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's that athleticism we talk about with Murray, a point guard with major bounce.
Up top, Jerome. He's covered by Murray, and that one is good. Jerome's got 6 in the quarter.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Murray against Jerome. And it's Murray penetrating. And he makes good on the layup. Murray's got 28 points for the game.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Here's Coward. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. He's ready to talk things through with them. Substitution here for New Orleans. Queens checked in. Bay comes in for Herbert Jones. Pools checked in for Trey Murphy. And Fears is subbed in for Murray. And so it's Memphis with it. Pass to Coward. Back to Jerome. Pelicans with the rebound. Now Fears. He's got 5. They set the pick. Down low, Queen. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
An unpredictable guard. Fears is solid at realizing when he should look to dish.
So Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he'd attest he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
The free throw drops for Jerome. And Jerome drops them both.
Well, when you send them to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Fears with it. 7 points in the game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fears has got 4 this quarter.
It's hard to get Fears rattled. Even when the D's this physical, this kid keeps his poise.
Here's Aldama. He's got 5.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury them.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Pass to Aldama. Banked in off the glass. Aldama's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now Fears. He's got 9, and it's in there. Fears has got 11 points.
Whenever you see the rookie Fears in that 2-man game, Jeremiah is looking to probe and find the best option.
Wells with it, working on Bay. Good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
A nice shot by Fears. He's got 13.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Wells. Back to Jerome. Wells in the corner. Edey with it. Now guarded by Jordan. It's good. Jerome's got 10 points in just the second half.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Fears with it. 13 points in the game. Pass to Jordan. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Coward, guarded by Poole. Aldama gets the bucket. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Poole, the pass to Queen. Back to Poole. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not just a shooter, Poole can skillfully set up others as well.
And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Pass to Coward. Back to Jerome. Now Eldama. Down low. And the dunk by Edey.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. In the corner, it's Jordan. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hands it from downtown.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Spears. He's got 13. Jerome with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Coward. Back to Jerome. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Substitution here for New Orleans. Williamson is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Jones comes in for Sadiq Bey. Trey Murphy's checked in for Poole. And Murray's subbed in for Fears. Jerome against Murray. To halt the run, Eldama with the rebound. Eldama's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And here is Williamson. He's got 12. Got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. And the Pelicans miss again.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Jackson passes to Eldama. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Eldama's got 12 in the game.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Murray kicks to Williamson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Queen.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Murray. And it's good for 2. Murray's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Pass to Eldama. Jackson, a screen on Williamson. Jackson gets the bucket. He's got 11.
He took it right to the rack, and there's no one that can stop him.
Now here's Murray. Gets it off. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Ty Jerome has been leading the charge for the Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. We've got Brandon Clark. John Morant, he's out there with Ty Jerome. And there's Jackson, and it's Spencer in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Murray against Jerome. Murray down low. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Jordan sets the screen for Murray. Driving in. Jones, the pass to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Jerome against Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Pelicans making a change here. Queens checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Inside, here's Clark. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 6th assist on the night.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside. I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Morant outside. Looking to get back on track here, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Now Murray into the lane.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
He's checked in for Memphis. Here's Spencer, and he uses the glass on the layup. Spencer's got his first points of the game.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Here's Murray to the paint. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jerome with it. No dice and 9 feet out.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And the basket by Jones.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Up top, Jerome to the left wing. Here's Spencer, defended by Jones. Here's Morant. Pelicans pull it in. Queens got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That's an interesting strategy there, taking a technical here. But I don't know if you would call that any sort of strategy.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intrigued.
Here's Murray. Williamson a screen on Jerome. Murray finds Williamson.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so lethal.
Jerome passes to Jackson.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Pelicans trail by 17. Williamson a screen on Jerome. Here's Murray. Jones, no one around him. Williamson on the follow. Williamson's got 10 points in just the second half.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with his length, DeJounte Murray is a difficult matchup. Helps him get to that line.
That one is off.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
That one misses.
And really, even the great ones have off nights, and this definitely qualifies as one of those for him.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Poked away. Morant with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
And Wells drops them both. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 19. Williamson a screen on Morant. Murray down low. Guarded by Morant. Murray, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Wells the bounce pass. Puts it up from 12. Edey finds Wells. Kept alive. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Morant against Murray. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age. He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Williamson looking it over. 6 to shoot. Queen the pass to Williamson. They could use a bucket. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Inside. And he lays it straight in. Edey's got 6 in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got Paul George, Edgecombe out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Barlow in at the 4. And for the Spurs, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. Both of these teams need a win badly tonight, Grant. Neither has been playing to their potential as of late.
You know, you can really sense the desperation in the air. A win here would be a big step in the right direction for either squad. And BA, a loss could set them back even further.
Now here's Fox. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Grimes. George passes to Embiid. Over Wembanyama. No good. A bit long that time. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Back to Grimes. They set the screen. There's the triple. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Pass to Vassell. Rebound by Philadelphia. 1:42 left to play in the first quarter. Grimes, the pass to George. Knocks down the long J.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Castle. Pass to Fox. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. And no good. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Barlow. Back to George. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Castle. Now Fox. Embiid covers. Fox outside. Wembanyama. Screen on Embiid.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
You really want to set a tone early on, and they sure have.
Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's Johnson. Cornette passes to Fox. Here's Harper from downtown. Rebounded by Payne. Pass to Terry. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Let's go!
Big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagny comes in for Barnes. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Harper. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Barlow comes in for Walker. Grimes, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Terry. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Now here's Castle. Yet to see a basket. Vassell outside. Pass to Fox. San Antonio moving the ball around. The three from Wembanyama. 2 points. That one goes.
It's still amazing to see a 7'4" big who can shoot it like Wemby.
Outside Payne. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Vassell outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Fox. Wow, Fox gets it done in close.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
And here's Grimes. The three. Sinks it from distance. Grimes has gotten himself on the board with a three there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Sixers ahead, leading by 3. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. There, and here's the shot. Let's hear it for all the participants.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Trey, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Quentin Grimes out there with Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. And it's Barlow in at the four-man position. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. And now it's a 7-point 76ers lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Here's Castle, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Pass to Wembanyama. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his fourth rebound in this one. To the middle. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Embiid's got 6 points.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Making a change here. Barnes is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Payne's checked in. .114 left in the third quarter. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Payne against Fox. Payne, the pass to George. Shoots over Barnes. George's shot is off. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Barnes, it's good.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Now here's George. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. George has got 5 now.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. right around 3 minutes into this second half. Castle for three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Philadelphia on top, up by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Edgecombe. George with it. Six on the shot clock. And he slams it down.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Now here's Fox. Now Wembanyama beyond the arc. Outside Fox. Another chance. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
Staying with his selection, Fox doesn't let some contact turn him away.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Sixers lead by 4. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Embiid. The 17-footer. Vassell there for the rebound. Now Fox. Puts it up from 12. He knocks down the jumper.
Smart play by Fox. If you can't find penetration, take what you can get.
Now Embiid. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he can't get the layup. Outside Fox. Here's Castle. To take the lead. Embiid there for the rebound. Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Now George. Now Embiid.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
And here's Fox. To tie it up. And count it.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Fox. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. Shot clock at 5. To win it. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. They've got Quentin Grimes.